And we have been clamoring, we have been working on that with our men.
I will never follow you to that station. I will never follow you.
Mr. Officer, why did you walk and get Look it down on me like say tomorrow me no fit turn minister. Harassment left and right for afternoon, you ask for inner light. Why you treat me like say I know no constitution, like say I no get rights. I know I got to respect you, your job is tough, respect too. But I know if you let you rub me up and down, Nick just met you. You say now stop and search. It's okay if you have your warrant, but if you don't have it and you still search me, your heart is blacker than current. Okay, back to the matter. Make we no vex scatter. If I don't do anything wrong, me no they go anywhere, officer. So,
What I want you to know is that phone is private. It's like you just meet someone on the road and you said, oh, can you pull off your trouser because I want to search your boxer. That's how I view someone searching someone's phone, because it is my private property.
Mr. Officer, let's talk like men. You say you want to check inside my phone, we both know it's wrong. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend, because we know the truth. Things are hard, our eyes they shook. People they withdraw their children from school, them no get money to buy a book. Everybody eye they read. This my neighbor do birthday with bread. My other neighbor look the other way when he catch a landlord with his wife for bed. What can man do except put muscle for hustle? Stopping me for road like this for nothing is looking for trouble. Okay, back to the matter. Make we no vex scatter. If I don't do anything wrong, me no they go anywhere, officer.
And the program is still for the record. My previous guests were Princess Deonsholari and also Princess, okay, it's a long one. Princess Deonsholari and Princess Monet, they were first guests on the show, and we just had DJ Tunes. And right now we have in the building, Okomulero Ruggedy Baba, #1. How you doing, bro?
DJ Abass.
It's been a minute.
I know.
It's been a minute.
I know. Wait, did we meet in Niger?
Well, we've met a few times in Niger, but not in the UK.
Oh, in the UK, yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a while. And I just want to tell you a little history about you for those of our guests who don't know. In 2005, we were planning the intro Summer Jam. And our headliners for that show were Ruggedman and Sonny Neji.
And I think the man.
No.
Oh,
Headline.
okay,
Yeah, headline.
okay.
He was not the headliner on the show.
Okay.
No. He was a liner, but he was not the headliner.
Not the headliner.
So there was the band, there was Tic Tac on that same show as well. And we applied for work permits for them to come and perform, and both of them were refused work permits. And I always say, I think that particular incident, is what started that the British High Commission in Nigeria to start to understand our entertainment industry. Because we did all we had to do, basically, you know, but on a very flimsy excuse, you guys were refused. And ever since then, it has never been the case for A-list Nigerian artists since 2005, remember. So it's good we're sitting here now in this studio 14 years later, you know, talking about another different slam. But I just thought I should bring people up to speed about how long we've been
friends and
in this our game, and now we're talking about another side of the game right now.
Yeah.
But first, let's talk about the Ruggedman we knew. You were a frontline rapper, you know, the first of the kind at the time in Nigeria, and you had your talked about feuds with Idris Abdul Karim, your good friend. How are you guys these days?
No, we're good. We even just recorded a new song
together.
That's not out yet. Yeah, that's the second one. Yeah, he hasn't put it out yet.
Together.
Yeah.
What is the pressure? Maturity?
It wasn't really maturity. I'd say it was should I say mistake?
At the time?
Yeah. Okay. Nobody probably knows this, but we actually became friends in 2005, just a year after.
Okay.
but people still carry the whole
The
thing
fans
to-
now.
Yeah, it's always your fans.
The
Anyways,
fans now. But we enjoyed it.
why would you
And
not
the thing-
enjoy it? It's
but it worked-
entertainment for
but
you
it worked
guys.
for the industry.
Oh yeah, well,
The rivalries, look at it at any level.
no, rivalry always works if it's managed well.
And if it's positive.
And if it's positive.
Can rivalry be positive though?
Yeah, it's always if it's positive, yes, because it makes if DJ Abass sees Ruggedman as Ruggedman wants to take my spot or is doing more than me, DJ Abass will put in more work.
Exactly, yeah.
And then
so that kind of like
to just
Abass,
improve
Sonny,
you. Thank
Rizzy,
you.
Davido,
Improves both teams and everything. But it only it goes negative if one party really isn't maybe that talented and just tries to look for other means, maybe dubious means to like get at the other person and not taking it away from entertainment. Then it becomes something else.
Without causing any ruffle. Did you feel you were facing Idris only or the might of the entire Kenny's label, which was the most powerful platform at the time, putting out all their artists? Did you feel that you were not just getting enough of your bite from their platform? Or so was it just Idris or it was the old them?
No, for me,
yes.
Basically, it was about fighting for what I believed in and what I loved, or what I love, which is entertainment, especially rap music. When I came into the industry, I really didn't know, I didn't have anything personal. The only person I'd met was Olu Maintain.
Okay.
And funny enough, I even told him about Ehen before he came out.
That's
That's just, and that's
what
the thing.
Song.
That's me being me. Because we were friends, we had met each other and we had gisted. I just felt I owed him that.
You stepped toes on that hell.
Hey, boss. Okay, let me say it this way. Or let me just finish up what I started saying. Yeah, I just thought to myself, look, mediocrity was being celebrated.
Okay.
To
At
me,
the time.
At the time.
The market wasn't big enough.
It wasn't big enough, but I still knew a lot of rappers who, to me, were really good.
But they didn't have platforms.
Didn't have platforms, and I just thought to myself, it was either I just left it for the people there and just look for something else to do, or fight for it. And the only way I could fight for it was through what I do, music. Hence, Ehen was written and recorded. You understand? So, and to me, I just thought to myself, if I just drop this song now, these people are bigger than me in the industry. They'll just squash me block everywhere. And the only time they'll remember me will be when people say in passing, there was one guy that dropped one song that time. You know?
So then that wasn't what happened,
so it wasn't like I was coming at anybody in particular. When I sat down to write what I had in mind was when you're in school, they ask you, there's a question, and then they ask you for reference points. So to me, the people I mentioned were reference points. You understand? So it wasn't anything personal. So anytime I say it was never personal. People don't believe me when I say that, but it was never personal. You understand?
Strictly
It was not even business per se, but it was strictly
what it is at the time.
It was what it is at the time, and I believed I was fighting for something that will actually benefit everybody if it goes right.
Let's
and
go
it
forward
did
now.
Go right.
And after you, the rap game has changed a lot now.
Yeah.
After you came MI, and a whole host of other acts right now, and rap is wearing a totally different face, and what they call Afrobeats now, the term some people still struggle with, Afrobeats or Afropop or whatever you call it now, and kicked in strong, and the rap game tightened up. How would you describe the rap game now? Now.
Oh, well, I think the rap game is in muddy waters again right now.
Is that for lack of content or for lack of... Is it lack of content in terms of lyrics?
I won't say lack of content. I'll say the phase that rap is in right now.
Okay, I think we have a caller for you. It's a very early one. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from? Ooh, hello? Okay, I think we lost that. Okay. So now, if you look at where we are right now, the reason why I say that is even the face of rap, your style of rap was very Nigerian, but also very, very
Western
kind of right now. Now we have indigenous rap, like your Olamides and your Little Keshis, who do indigenous rap.
Yeah, but even during my time, we still had Bembe Adisa.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember him.
Bembe Adisa.
Efomini Visa. Thank you.
Of course.
So there was Bembe Adisa, then there was Lord of Ajasa.
Yes.
Then there was the Green.
Yes.
Then the Olamide came.
Okay, yes.
You understand? So there's always been that indigenous,
form.
yes, but it just wasn't big or loud.
Okay.
You know, that green just kind of blew it
to
everywhere.
next
The
level.
same way, you know, people knew there was rap music, but Ruggedman came in and did it in a way that everybody could hear everything he was saying. He had a message here and there, and he was clean and clear, and everybody could hear.
Yeah.
Sometimes my friends say I speak, that when they hear me rap, sometimes they forget I'm speaking pidgin.
Exactly.
You understand? And I
But it was
don't-
pidgin, and those people they go connect.
Yes, it was because they could connect, one, and then two, they could understand me. I wasn't coming with a style like what's buzzing right now, the mumble rap thing that makes you go like
That's you created that tab. You named it that tab.
mumble rap. No, not really. It's what people already call it, but I call it the epileptic rap or the keep it. You know, even Snoop and 50, they made fun of it one time. You know, but really, the level where we are at rap right now, a lot of people are going. They're doing, how will I put it now? Should I say, call it conditional rap music? Basically, they want to sell. And what is selling more is singing. So a lot of rappers now go into what I call rap and B.
Okay.
You know, the sing and rap. Drake's been doing it. Lil Wayne's been doing it.
Some do it well.
A lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. You know, but some don't even rap at all. They just go into the, and... You know, and then they now come and say, yo, they're rappers. So I'm like,
Okay.
You understand?
Let's move on now.
Okay.
Now, rap music originally and traditionally has always been a platform originally for to get conscious music out, to get conscious messages
out,
you know. So, and that didn't change much with you. I think we have a caller. Hello, what's your name and where you're calling from? Hello? Hello. Hello, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, what's your name and where you calling from?
Sorry?
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Jimmy, the bald-headed guy. I just wanted to know
Jimmy!
And you got through.
I want you on here.
Yes, sir.
He's one of those from that time too.
Yes,
Jimmy!
yes.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
Jimmy, what's your question for Ruggedman? I know you have a question, you don't have a comment.
I don't know, but I mean, Abass was almost gonna hit it on the nail when he did ask the question that were you directly challenging what's his name?
The Kenny's machinery?
What's his name now?
Idris Abdul Karim.
Abdul Karim or the whole family, the Kenny's family.
No,
which in my opinion was your main focus, Gogo.
No.
I mean, I'm just, forgive me for being...
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm just asking, I mean, did you directly attack them then? Because, I mean, your first song, you know, had some sort of like a message, you know, indirect message to them. And then what's up, Big Bros?
He wasn't indirect.
Remember Big Bros?
He was
Of course,
direct.
you remember Big Bros very, very well.
Big Bros came up because, you know, my CDs were suddenly disappearing in radio stations in Lagos and a couple of other places, and some people were making calls or getting calls not to play my songs and everything. And so, like I said earlier, what I have is music. So I just, like they say in Yoruba, Musodori. And I just told them, you know, if you stop my flow, you know, if you stop my shine, you can't take what's mine. Because it's not my time to rock this industry and rule. I am Ruggedman. I don't fear you. So I just put it in the song, boss. You know now, I got Jimmy, you know now. So, but
took that out of my mouth.
yeah, but to answer that particular question, which I'd done earlier, no, it wasn't really directed at, you know, Kenny's or Idris, you know, in a way. Like I said, they were reference points. I needed people to know, to have what to use to check and balance and check what I was saying. You understand that kind of thing? So that's what I did. Then, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I will go back later. And what a very timely question as well, because now we've talked about your first half as Ruggedman, the artist will not take any nonsense. You hit him, he comes back fighting with both hands. And I think you have that element in you. You know, you don't sit down and just, take anything. If anybody hits you, you get back at them.
I tell people I don't start trouble, but I don't run from trouble.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Especially when my hands are clean. I know I will face you. But the direction it might not go when I now decide to respond. We back on.
Which brings me back. I was talking about rap and the message in rap. The conscious element. Really, that's how rap kind of like kicked off. It was just a platform. Started. Someone take it back to even the slave trade where the slaves,
picking cotton
and talking, Yeah. So if I'm gonna bring that down now, it's like now you're at like a second half of your career right now, where you're still very, very relevant right now. But now I say Ruggedman is the social activist. And we talk about the SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squads in Lagos. It's a problem, a situation where it appears either them or rogue elements within the organization go out there, harass the public. Many have died, in the course of this.
Some are even still in prison.
And you hear all kinds of stuff, In your own summation, tell us about that before I go into the questions. How did you take on the challenge?
Me?
Yes.
Well,
what happened first? Was there a particular case you kicked off with?
Was there a particular case I kicked off? Yeah, I think there was one. Some guys in Aja. I think I saw the video. Someone just tagged me in the video. I think they were just tagging people randomly, so they tagged me. And I saw a guy who was being dragged. He was topless. Obviously, his shirt was torn off him already, but he still had his pants and his shoes on. And I saw some guys, black T-shirt, jeans, some blue jeans, some white jeans with AK-47s trying to drag the drag the guy into a white bus. And then I read the story, and the guy was like, that they stopped him and said they just blocked him on the road anyways while he was driving. I said he had tinted. His glasses were tinted. They wanted a permit. He showed them the permit. Next thing, they started slapping him, trying to drag him. Okay, now let me paint the picture he painted. A white bus suddenly double-crossed them. Men in black T-shirts, some in sandals, some in trainers, with AK-47s, jumped down, pointed guns at them, shouted, dragged him, and were trying to drag him and his brother into a white bus. And to him, armed robbers, kidnappers, killers was all he was thinking. Because one, they don't do the normal thing, introduce themselves, then talk to you like human beings. Now, these are the rogue elements. They're the rogue officers. It's not all the SARS people that were doing that. I found this later.
When we say rogue, are they members?
Oh, yes, they are members.
Okay.
But
there's a group that they just don't conform.
Yes. They're SARS officers, but to them, they just use the gun and whatever power they have to extort people. So that was them. So they just dragged. Bottom line, they beat them up, took them to maybe the ATM or something. I think bottom line, they collected like 300,000 from him. And
that was just it. Random.
So when I saw that, I just followed up. I buzzed the PRO of police that I know. I buzzed her and we talked about it. She said, okay, if I can find out anything. Badmus.
Yeah.
It was Badmus. Okay, no, not Badmus. Quincy, Officer Quincy at the time. He was the Keja Lagos PRO.
Yeah.
She was PRO for Lagos and
State.
Ogun.
Okay, yeah.
Kinda. So I buzzed him. So he was, oh no. I posted the video. And then I was now like, okay, Nigerian police, is this what you're now doing to the citizens? It wasn't up to 2-3 minutes. I got a call. And he introduced himself as the Lagos State PRO of police, and immediately I was on the defense, like, Kileveso, you want to tell me to take video down, And then he goes, he wants to please tell me that, to inform me that they've actually got the officers who committed that crime.
Okay.
They've got them in custody at the moment, and he would really like me to edit my post and let people know that, and then if I can reach out to the victims, he would like to talk to them. I'm like, oh, okay.
Great move.
Let me do that. And I did that. I just went online and did everything I could, and I got the guy's number, called him, and it was not like, Baba, what's up? I said, yeah, okay, this is what's on ground. The PRO of police wants you to come into Ikeja. The guy was like, Baba, if they can do what they did to me, the way they did it on the road, what would they do to me if I go to the office? You understand? I'm like, nah, don't worry. One, I'm involved. Two, is the head of the PRO that's calling.
Top level now, yeah.
Top level is not the man on the streets. And so I'm like, okay, but he'll call me when he's going. so that I'll know what's up. He called me the next morning that he was on his way. I said, fine, just go. Let me know what happens. I think like 2 hours later, he called me and I could feel this amazement in his voice when he called me. I'm like, this one you're sounding like this. Are you in cell? He said, no, not that. What just happened now? That if someone had told him it was possible, or it happened to them, he would never believe. I said, what happened? He said he got there. They were taken into the office right there, and then they brought out the officers in cuffs.
Same officers?
Same officers. Yes, he identified all of them. They made them apologize to him and his brother. Fine, and he took them back.
Did they get the money back?
They took them back, one, then two. They gave them his 300,000 back. 3, his brother's phone that was smashed when all that was going on. They gave him money for it, and then 4, they gave them money for hospital bill. Okay. And the guy was like, okay, Baba, that if this had not happened to him, he would never believe. I said, okay, fine. I said, you see, so I told you that's why I was involved and the guy is involved. I said, no, the only thing I want you to do for me, the same way you posted that video of what happened, go again and post the end result. So that's how I kind of like just got into it. I became friends with the PRO, and it just kept going on.
And you became an unofficial ambassador?
As in police customer care. I receive calls.
Did they pay for it?
No, I'm just, you see, that's the thing. I just do it because I can do it. I do it because I found myself in that position. I have a platform that I can use. I could easily just sit in my house. Yeah, I could easily sit in my house. I drive and the police see me, they stop me. Oh, now Ruggedman, hey, and I go. But I just choose to use it that way. You know, I will not lie to you, Abass. I've helped out over 350 people on my own. Even went as far as going to Abuja. I have videos on my Instagram when I was in the police force headquarters, Abuja, and people were just looking at me like, Baba, you did try, you did it. I'm like, look, anybody can do it. Anybody in my position can do it. So another thing I told myself was, look, then when, and I know I did a video one time, and I was saying, look, other celebrities, I'm not going to force you to try to do what I'm doing right now. But what I need you to understand is these people that are being harassed and being extorted and they're your fans. Some of them actually fall victim when they're either coming to your show or leaving your show. So the most you can do for them, at least just speak up for them.
And some people did speak, I believe, at the time.
No, the only person, no, funny enough, one person even kicked against it. Poor girl. Okay. She regretted the move. She was not like, I don't even want to call her name, so okay, I won't be like, yeah. You know, she was not like, I can't force people to fight my fight. And I'm like, I just thought to myself, my fight, how? You know, but I didn't even get to say anything. People just went for her, as in.
But that initial act obviously kind of like brought you into this social conscious space. Because what the SARS incident still didn't stop. It continued. It continued,
but it slowed down a little. And then what we now later realized was SARS slowed down. SARS even stopped because I met the head of SARS, CSP, Peter Ghana. He's been in the police force for 22 years. He's a no-nonsense. If a SARS officer messes up here, he treats his F up now in front of everybody. So I became friends with him. Ross, I walk into, when I saw him, I saw one other officer posted a picture and say, oh, this is a new head of SARS. I just typed in the comment section, oh, are you sure? Yeah, he said, this is a new head of SARS. He's a great guy. I said, are you sure? He was not like, of course. I said, can I meet him? Next thing he replied, okay. I said, when? He goes, Wednesday. I said, where? He goes, SARS headquarters. I said, okay.
And they come.
And people saw it because it was in public. And people were now DMing me, Baba, you sure you won't go that place? Those people, I said, what's there? I drove. I went on my own.
So there's a human element to SARS, obviously.
Obviously.
You see, and it appears at a certain point it escalated again. There was a spate. It
wasn't SARS.
Who was it?
Apart from SARS, there's anti-cultism. Okay. And then there's anti-kidnapping.
All under the police, though?
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? But, you know, because people...
How about the ones picking up the prostitutes now? Which one are those ones?
We don't know who those ones are. That happened in Abuja, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about those ones. I don't know who exactly.
So we're talking basically Lagos now,
I'm talking Lagos, and the ones I know. Yeah. Even in Abeokuta. I've done stuff in Abeokuta. Anyway,
so overall, would you say in the past month or year that you've been doing this with them now, has there been a change?
Of course.
For the good?
Bros, at the point it was crazy. At the point it was crazy. It got to the stage where we now started seeing where they kill people. The Colade Johnson.
This rogue element.
Yes, the Colade Johnson.
The Colade one was quite during was the Champions League final, was it, or the semi-final? One of the Champions League games.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Champions League game he went to watch. And now to show you how the officer's first hearing was a couple of weeks ago. People had already moved on to other stuff. Russ, I just went back on Instagram. I just gave everybody the date. It's happening. I think it was 6th of May. I said his court case is 6th of May or something. Who's coming? People are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. This one now. Bro, I went to the court. I was there. I met the boy's sister, a couple of his family members, and then like 2 other people came. Apart from every other person, all the 1,000 people on social media making noise.
Is that how cases kind of die out in Nigeria?
If you let it. If you let it.
You fear for your safety?
Obviously. But God passed them. Some good police are my friend. So I work with high-ranking officers down to the force PRO Abuja. I was this close to meeting the IG, but he now had to come to Lagos, so I could meet him. But I'm sure next time I will go to Abuja.
The Lagos PPRO is quite vocal, quite visible.
Who, Officer Dolapo Badmus?
Dolapo Badmus, yeah. Okay. She's quite vocal. She's quite visible. You see her out there. Do you think she's effective enough? And I'm not putting her job on the line or anything. Just
I know.
She's
doing her best. Yeah, she's doing her best because she's. I can't count how many times she has also, I've gotten in touch with her and she's helped, sort out a couple of issues like that. But then, bros, it's way more than a lot of people know. When they say there's this rot that's gone in so deep that sometimes even some of the officers can't, there's a limit to where they can go to. So it's now left to us, the people, to speak up.
So if I fast forward, we talk about good governance. Is this part of the problem at times that those in the level of governance deal with in terms of getting to the bottom of the rot?
Yeah, it's the same thing. See, Nigeria, I always say this, that Nigerians are Nigeria's problem. The same thing that happens in government happens in the medical sector, happens in the education. Yes. Almost, it's like a photocopy. They all just have the same system they run. The one money comes in, the one at the top takes, let's say it's 10 million that comes in, the one at the top takes 5 and throws down 5, filters down. By the time it gets to where they need it, it's probably 200K that's left. And then, the major thing I think disturbing Nigeria is accountability. Now, because everybody has, from the top to the bottom, took a bite out of that money, they're
complicit.
Yes, when a problem comes in now, okay, there's a problem. What happened here? Everybody starts looking at each other. Nobody can point fingers because if I point to you, you point to him, you point to her, and they still point to me.
A compass.
We all of us follow Chapin. Ross, how many times have you heard that they impeached a governor or a senator in our country?
But their job is doubly hard. Because if they make you, let's say if you become the governor, say, of Lagos State today, right now, you have described very well what the problem is. The question is, can it be solved?
Yeah, but look at it this way.
It's a challenge.
And what I'm saying is, for me, now, I know you, and I know a couple of other people that are my friends that are qualified for certain things, and I trust them. And they are people of like minds. So if I will have my cabinet to this thing, I will bring them in. But before I bring them,
the environment.
And bro, so we start dealing with whatever issue is on ground one by one immediately. If this local government chairman doesn't do whatever is supposed to be done in his area and we hear, we call him to order straight, and if he doesn't, he gets taken to court.
How do you deal with the political side of things?
Bros, one by one. You see, that's the thing. I was talking to someone yesterday. Even if the federal government is not doing this, not doing that, what are the governors doing for their states? Now imagine if Abia State now, the governor just decides, okay, this is our location. Okay, let me build the best hospital in the whole of Africa in Abia State. Then I'll call all these, like, there was a Nigerian doctor who brought out a baby from a woman's...
Two babies, two brought out one and
treated, put it back, and later on the woman. Now imagine if I offer that doctor anything he cannot refuse. Give him all the equipment needed in that hospital. Make that hospital, I don't know if there's anything like a 5-star hospital, but imagine that hospital being a 5-star hospital in Abia State. And now people know we have these doctors, we have these equipments, meaning if you come there, your life will be saved. Tell me that people from Lagos, Ibadan, Ogun, Abuja, and even other African countries will not come to Abia State for treatment. They will. And then 2, now doctors know, medical students know that now the aim for me to read medicine is because I know there's a hospital in Abia. If we're 10 of us, I must be. Then they read. Then the lecturers lecturing, as in medical, will know that, okay, I need to teach these children well so that they can get to work in such a hospital.
Okay, man, do you have political ambition?
I really don't. I really don't. But every time I talk, people see. I call myself a thinker. I think out of the box. I think way beyond a whole lot of stuff. There was a time I did a post. I got my graphics guy to do a poster. If I was to be, in small letters, Abia State Governor, big, and I put my name, and I had my bullet points. Trust me, I posted that on Instagram. The DMs I got, to the extent somebody sent me a DM and he was like, he knows I'm just joking with this, but if any governor can do achieve half of what I put in my bullet points, that state will be great. And that if I actually want to try it, that him and his friends are ready to start raising funds for me to run for office.
Are we looking to 2023?
I don't know. Even this 2019 that passed, somebody actually wanted me to be his running mate for Abia State. But you need to. He actually lives in the UK. I need to call him.
The third stage.
A lot of people have been thinking that maybe I want to go in for politics. Maybe I won't. But look at it this way. I go, why? They say, the things you're doing. I say, okay, the things I'm doing, are they good things? They go, yes. I say, so won't you like somebody good to be in there? They go, hey, it's true. I'm like, So it's not about eating money and not, or showing you 100 cars, that I probably cannot drive at the same time. But, the people need to come together. If the people, Nigerians, if you guys come together and speak as one voice.
And is it in that same spirit that you address Naira Marley?
I knew you were going to go there.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, well, okay, let me...
Wait, how did it all start with this whole...
basically, I was tagged a lot in a comment by...
that he made.
And it had to do with
slavery, justifying...
Yeah, and but me being me with the kind of person I am, I saw him as an artist. I know him from his...
And a younger colleague as well, yeah.
Yeah, So I just thought, okay, look, dude, don't do this. Don't go in this direction, da-da-da-da-da. So all I was expecting was, baba, no, I just play, no, that kind of thing. Oh, sorry guys. I thought it was.
No, that's fine.
No, let me switch it off.
They want to call you. It's all part of the flavor for the record, though. Feel free.
So I just, was expecting, baba, no, and I just play, and. Just go on from there, maybe privately, and just,
let it, yeah.
And it will just end. Instead, it went on insults, and I just
he released the video, more or less.
Yeah, on videos, from what I heard, because I didn't really see most of them, but I saw some. And I'm like, oh, okay, kind of, and I just left it at that, and then it was just a coincidence.
Were you a victim of timing?
I guess so. That's why I said coincidence. It was just
on
me.
The back of that.
He got picked up.
He was arrested,
And then,
Can you understand some people thinking, though, that you had a hand in that? We just talked about the whole SARS thing, your relationship with the police.
Nah.
No, but see, in Nigeria, these distinctions are not made. Olokpa,
yes, I understand.
EFCC, authority. So Ruggedman spoke today. Ajekilano, Omokuleni,
Yeah,
so can you understand some people thinking that you probably facilitated his arrest?
Yeah, I understand some people
but
thinking
you did not.
that. What for? To what aim? If I had, there's this thing they say, don't fear the people who chastise you in public. Fear the ones who keep quiet. I don't know if I get that right. As in,
You're not far from it.
yeah, I know there's a way they say that someone who can just talk to you straight and tell you how it is, it has no issues.
Did you expect the response from him, though?
No, I didn't expect that type of response.
Okay.
Really, I didn't expect that type of response.
Did you expect the response from a section of the youth that kind of felt, you know, first and foremost, that kind of felt you shouldn't have tried to correct him? Apart from those some who believe that really you called the, some are like, what's Ruggedman talking about? Naira Marley is right now, but these were mostly young people because the overwhelming number of Nigerians were kind of like on your side. But you have this percentage of young people who kind of felt that no work, no this, no
Yeah,
that. You know,
those were the ones that I actually wish I could talk to more, to let them know, you know, that look, no matter who you blame, no matter who you put any type of blame, no matter who you want to say, he didn't give you a job, he didn't give you good schools, or he didn't give you this, that will not justify your actions if your actions are criminal-minded. If you steal, the example I gave someone, if you go into Oshodi now and you steal 10, or you're hungry and you steal bread, and people hold you, do you think they will stop beating you because you say, oh, I'm hungry, that's why I took the bread. I'm hungry, that's why I took the bread. Or you're saying, I don't have a job, that's why I stole the bread. Do you think they will stop doing what they will do to you? They will not. You know, so I need a lot of young people to understand that, look, yes, we know we all live in Nigeria. If I wanted to leave Nigeria and run, I would have done that a long time ago. I still can, but I'm still staying and hustling and doing what I can. Now imagine what the over 350 something people that I've helped to get justice, what would have happened if I wasn't, or what would they be saying right now if I wasn't there to do what I did? Even while I'm here in London, I've still been doing stuff for people, you know, over the phone, online and all. So basically I need them to understand that, look, no matter how Nigeria is, we still have laws guiding the nation. There's nothing, if you like, shout from today till tomorrow on social media. Social media is social media.
He was in court a few days ago, and the initial thing, a lot of people, you know, felt the level of security that was used when he made his first court appearance. They felt, oh, the level of security was way too high. I felt because it was such a big case and there was a lot of hype about it, security forces just felt we needed to be, you know, on guard. But at the second appearance for the bail hearing, it wasn't as heavy. And obviously, you know, the bail requirements means he needs to pay 2 million and find 2 shorties, one of which must be a level 10 officer with the civil service who owns landed property. And since, I think it was like last week Friday, I believe, he's still inside. So I'm thinking he's yet to meet his bail conditions. And I believe I heard he's a British citizen, he holds a British passport. So maybe perhaps that's why the bail terms are quite difficult. Now, I was going to do something called critical analysis, and we've talked a bit about that right now, cause and effect. And this might sound a bit weird, but first, he doesn't live in Nigeria, he lives in the UK. He was in Nigeria. And whatever, I don't stand for what he said, but I understand he's young and perhaps misguided. No doubt he's got talent, musical talent, and nothing justifies what he said. However, there are a lot of young people who are disillusioned by the environment. And like some of them rightly alluded to, there are people in high places who we hear, just 2 days ago, another $221 million.
Abacha's loot, yeah?
That man died over 20 years ago. Another $221 million.
I saw something online. Somebody said, Abacha, the only man who's still giving Nigeria credit alert from his grave.
You know, and these are unresolved crimes. These are the crimes that actually put us where we are right now.
Yeah.
So in a way, you can understand maybe when a section of young people whose pretty much their lives were mortgaged by those people, because it's cause and effect. That happened 20 years ago. 20 years down the road, all that is happening. So while I don't condone what Naira Marley said, it's very difficult to take one's eyes and ears off those who are in those positions today who are doing nothing, part of them are also part of the problem you're having with SARS and all those people.
Because they're not getting the funding.
So how can one address that balance? They're speaking critically now.
For me, what I expect, that's why I keep saying, like we said before, we said before we went on live, our problems are in our hands, and our solutions are in our hands. The people need to speak up. It's not about looking for who to blame, but it's about looking for how
to do something
about it. It's not about saying Lagbaja, because Lagbaja did something wrong, they catch Lagbaja, you now say, but Tamedu self also did.
You don't justify one
crime with another. True. So instead, let's look the same way they've come out now. I wish and I hope they continue and face everything you've said. Like yesterday now, I posted on, I started a hashtag on Twitter. What can, is it how much? 82 billion in Naira.
Yes.
I think I said, what can 82 billion Naira do for Nigeria?
Right now, a lot.
A lot. So now, why let the people just come out? Let's use the same social media and stay on that topic. Stay on it and tag everybody possible. No distractions. If one girl likes you, you say they stole her car, call police, we're coming. We're facing 82 billion matter right now. Let's see what the government will do with it. Since they act sometimes like they don't have ideas, let's give them ideas. This is what you can do with 82 billion. We're watching you this time. Where is the 82 billion? People need to come together. Yes. So it's not about looking for your own offense to commit somewhere and then try to justify it. No. Face everything. So that way, let's table all the issues. Okay. All the millions they've been finding out in different houses. You understand? Where are they? And for me, I still say this. What another thing people really need to face? All these 13 million they pay senators. I
think we've all known that.
But they Nigerian
senators or Nigerian legislators are the highest paid in the world. For doing what?
For doing what? So people, let's see, you remember I said accountability. So people should come together and let's ask them, what are you being paid 2 billion for newspaper allowance for? Let's face that. You understand? Let's face that and, just call a spade. But never try to justify any crime, whether big or small.
That's if people are ready to make the sacrifice.
Yeah, brotherly. That's the thing.
The problem is.
Earlier I said, look, I have a platform and I decided to use it this way. And you asked me if I was scared for my life. Yes. I am. But still, I decided to still go on doing it. How many people are doing what I'm doing? A friend of mine called me the other day and was like, bro, why not just stop talking, defending anybody, fighting for anybody? I said, why? I said, because see all these young people just talking to you anyhow. Just some days ago, they were hailing you that you were helping people, and now suddenly I said, bros, look, there will always be, like you said, misguided people. There will always be evil people who will hide behind a certain situation to come at you, but
they've been waiting.
If you understand, they've been hunting drone. Even right now, you that you're looking at me, there's somebody watching. Check your window. They're probably waiting. Once you just trip small, they will just come out. You understand? And I told him, look, I will be a failure if I decide, if 2-3 people insult me, and I'll say, okay, because you've insulted me, I'm not going to help these other people, or I'm not going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop fighting for people.
If let's rewind now. Hindsight is 20/20 vision. Okay. But if you rewind back to the day that you actually reach out to kind of like speak with him and correct him, would you do it again?
I would.
Same thing.
I would, because this happened this way.
Yes.
If I do it again, it might not go this way. It might go a positive way.
Different way.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, I did what I did with a clean heart. I didn't do it because I wanted to get anybody in trouble. So that's why I'll most likely do it again. Because that's like asking me, if you see somebody that's having SARS issues, would you help? I will help.
You are now, the only thing left now is just for you to be, for a uniform, a beret and a cap.
Now, at least we won uniform, but that was all we did.
You've been in the UK for a while on this trip. So what's apart from seeing family and chilling? What's in the works? What's in the works for
You mean apart from going to Old Trafford? You know, I went to Old Trafford. That's my stadium.
you? Ladies and gentlemen.
I know. Okay. You know, basically.
I saw you right in front of the Emirates. I can't remember boys.
Just, you know, I know I have some Arsenal fans as my fans.
But you are not in a position to be talking to us right now. You should be talking to Guardiola.
Why? Don't, bros.
That's the man you're right
No,
next door
bros,
to you.
we're all playing Europa. Don't think you are. Some say you want to finish above Man, you finish above Man, but we're still going to Europa
The
together.
game has changed, my brother. It's not a
Anyway, yeah, I'm just now. Everybody is linked to Man U. Linkin Park is linked to Man U, but so I'm not even. All I'm waiting to see is somebody hold a jersey. I'm like, is that who we have signed? Me, I've been waiting to get a text to you being linked to Man U. You know, but for Ruggedman right now, I'm having my first ever concert, September 21st, Eco Hotel.
Ruggedman.
Yeah, Ruggedman live at Eco Hotel, but I'm calling it the Foundation Concert.
Okay. What's the theme?
Yeah, it's to celebrate entertainers who laid the foundation for Nigerian music as it is, from my time.
Okay. So how far back are you going?
I'm doing Plantation Boys,
Remedies.
Tribesmen, Remedies, Baba Frayo, Daddy
LG.
Shoki, Tribesmen.
Tribesmen, yeah.
Tribesmen, Tribesmen, X Appeal, Let's
Yes,
Do
yes,
Just
yes,
My
yes,
Laughing. Yeah, I'm doing, okay, yeah, of course, I'm hoping, and once I get back to Nigeria, I'm going to meet and beg Madam Onyeka Owenu.
Okay.
Oga Bright Chimeze.
So you're going slightly
beyond
your time as well.
Yes, now slightly beyond my time for Oga Bright Chimeze, Madam Onyeka Owenu, Shino Peter.
Yes, sir.
You know, I need to beg them, and then of course, for the show itself, I'm going to have a Legends table.
Okay.
On that Legends table, they're just coming to watch.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to have, by God's grace, the likes of Chief Commander Ebenezer Obey, King Sunny Ade, and Junior and Pretty. Pretty is going to perform.
Of course.
He's not. You might sit at that table too, but
they'll climb on stage.
I want, Monica. You understand? So he's going to be there.
Liberty?
Felix Liberty. I don't know where he is.
I've not
I think
exactly
he's in
tried to,
America also. Is that in America? Okay, I don't even know. You know, but I think Alex
Michael
O
Cree?
is
Alex
not
O?
in Nigeria.
He's in
Alex
the
O, I
States, yeah,
think is in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But bros,
He was first class
I'm trying.
Charlie,
I'm
what?
trying. Bros, you are there. You've been there with us now. Didn't you just mention 2005?
Talk.
Is it something, you know? So basically, yes, I'm bringing, by God's grace, those artists, and of course, and then I'm bringing some young artists too, because my new album is going to drop before September.
Okay.
By God's grace, and on the new album, I already have Files About Guys, Small Doctor, Harry Song, Mr. Real, and a couple other people.
Will SARS have a table?
SARS? SARS on the beats is always welcome.
No, SARS. SARS.
Look, there might, the CSP, yes.
Yes.
Police should have a table, because I would like
Because you have a
to
relationship right
I
now.
want to have a relationship. Two, I always want them to be around where we'll be able to say certain things.
And you guys
that
are
they will
influencers
hear.
anyway, huge influencers, yeah.
Yes, so SARS, in fact, Nigerian police will have a table. For saying it now, just because I was going to invite, my guy of SARS anyways. And then apart from, then Shay Duncan Mighty.
Yes.
You know, yes. Then apart from entertainment, I'm having 3 recognition awards. 1 for the woman who composed the national pledge.
Okay.
2, the man who designed the national flag. And 3,
Anthem?
Yeah, that's awesome. The third one is
Anthem, yeah.
Anthem. He's late though, but his family.
Posthumous, yeah.
So what I'm working towards is having ₦1 million attached to each of these awards.
Okay.
And for the family and everything. So we're on it. My people are working in Nigeria. So once I go back,
keep us in the loop.
Oh,
you know we're there, you're back any day.
I know.
You and we forget that.
That's true.
Yes.
So
I yourself they watch. Say make I hear you. Watch.
I ain't got to watch now.
And you know he's working on the Afrobeats documentary.
Oh, nice.
From our own standpoint, trying to tell the story as we know it, from then till now. I always say everybody has their stories.
Yeah.
So
funny enough, I'm actually working. Okay, well on that.
No, exactly.
Mine
your
like
story
my
exactly.
Own,
yeah,
my
everybody has
own
everybody.
yeah.
I'll say, but everybody tell your own story. You know, you'll meet at some point.
Of course.
But all those stories need to come out so that
Yes,
this new generation. And hopefully, when Naira is out, hopefully he'll be at the table if everything works well.
Bros,
That'd be
it's
awesome.
entertainment. Of course.
Indeed, yeah.
It's entertainment.
Ruggedy,
boss.
Kokomulero.
Shego.
In fact, this is more than an exclusive. We didn't time this, so we just flowed. It's one of those ones we just, the last person we did was Alibaba. We don't time. This one we just flow, non-stop. It's been another interesting edition of For the Record. Remember, it's on every Wednesdays from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. Repeats on Sundays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And on Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Stay tuned. We love you guys watching. So remember, we're going to be trying all our best all the time to give you the very, very best. Ruggedy, one more time.
Thanks a lot.
See you next week.